Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Baba today speaks and says not to do any more devotion and asking for from deities wealth, but remember that we are souls, Shivatmas, and connect to attain everything from him, and also study the scripture of Srimad and become avyakt and bodiless and egoless and viceless by remembering him in every relationship and everyday connection we have with other Shivatmas, psyches. So Baba says today, 12th of August 2019, the essence, sweet children, you have come here to study. You do not need to close your eyes. One generally studies with one's eyes open. Question: what habit do devotees have on the path of devotion which you children should not have? Answer: on the path of devotion they go in front of an image of any of the deities and continue to ask for something or other. They have instilled in themselves the habit of asking for something. They go in front of Lakshmi and ask for wealth, but they don't receive anything. You children do not have this habit now. You children have a right to the Father's inheritance. You just have to continue to look at the Father without an image. It is by doing this that you earn a true income. Om Shanti. The spiritual father sits here and explains to you, spiritual children. This is a school, but you don't have to look at any pictures or bodily beings here. Here, whilst seeing anyone, your intellect should go to the one without an image. At school, the children's attention is always on the teacher, because they definitely have to listen to him since he's teaching them. They then have to respond to him. When a teacher asks a question, students will signal, I can tell you the answer. This is a unique school because this study is unique. The one who is teaching has no image. So you have to sit with your eyes open to study. Will students in a school sit in front of the teacher with their eyes closed? On the path of devotion they are used to sitting with their eyes closed and turning the beads of a rosary, etc. Sages too sit with their eyes closed. They do not even look at women because each one thinks that his mind would cause mischief. However, the world nowadays is satopradhan. The Father is explaining to you, children. Although you are looking at the body here, your intellects are busy remembering the one without an image. There is no sage or a holy man who remembers the one without an image while looking at the body. You know that Baba is sitting in this chariot and teaching us. He speaks. It is the soul that does everything. The body doesn't do anything. The soul listens. It is the soul that listens to and relates spiritual knowledge or physical knowledge. The soul becomes a physical teacher. You study a physical study through a body, but it is the soul that is studying that. Good and bad sanskars are imbibed by the soul. The body turns to ashes. No human being knows this. They have body consciousness. I am so and so. I am the Prime Minister. They will not say, I, the soul, have taken this body of a Prime Minister. Only you understand that it is souls that do everything. Souls are imperishable. You have received bodies to play your parts. Here, if there were no soul in a body, that body will not be able to do anything. When a soul leaves a body, it is just a corpse lying there. A soul cannot be seen with these eyes. It is subtle. The Father says, remember the Father with your intellect. You have it in your intellect that Shiv Baba is teaching you through this one. This is a subtle thing, and it also has to be understood. Some understand very well, whereas others do not understand at all. There is just this much to understand. Alpha means God, Baba. By simply saying God or Ishvar, you don't experience the relationship of the Father. At this time all have stone intellects because they do not know the Father, the Creator, or the beginning, middle, and end of creation. The history and geography of this world continue to repeat. It is now the confluence age. No one knows this. You understand this, but you too didn't know this previously. Baba is now decorating you with knowledge. However, as soon as you leave from here, Maya rolls you in the dust and spoils your decoration of knowledge. The Father decorates you, but you also have to make your own effort. Some children speak wildly as though they have not been decorated at all. They forget everything. Students who sit at the back do not have their hearts in studying as much. They go to work in a factory and become wealthy. They haven't studied anything, however. This is a very high study. You cannot receive a future status without studying. Here you don't have to sit in a factory and do work through which imperishable income will go with you. You know that when a person dies, he goes empty-handed. He does not take anything with him in his hands. You will go with your hands full. This is called true income. This is your true income for 21 births. Only the unlimited Father enables you to earn a true income. You children see this image, but you remember the Father who is without an image, because you too are souls, and souls only see the Father. You study with Him. You do not see souls or the Supreme Soul, but you know them with your intellect. I, the soul, am imperishable, and this body is perishable. Even though this Father sees you, children, in front of him, his intellect is aware that he is explaining to souls. What the Father is now teaching you, children, is nothing but the truth. There isn't the slightest trace of falsehood in it. We are becoming the masters of the land of truth, whereas this is the land of falsehood. The Iron Age is the land of falsehood, and the Golden Age is the land of truth. There is the difference of day and night. In the Golden Age there is no question of sorrow. Its very name is the land of happiness. Only the unlimited Father would make you into the masters of that land of happiness. Only the unlimited Father would make you into the masters of the land of happiness. He has no image, whereas all others have an image. Does the name of his soul change? His name is always Shiva. All others are called souls, psyches, Shivatmas, and the names they are given refer to their bodies. A Shiva lingam represents the incorporeal, the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of peace, is the praise of Shiva. He is also the Father, and so you will surely receive the inheritance from the Father. The creation does not receive an inheritance from the creation. The Creator will give the inheritance to his children. When someone has his own children, would he give an inheritance to his brother's children? Here too, the unlimited Father gives the inheritance to his unlimited children. This is a study just as people become barristers, etc. by studying. Their yoga is connected to the study and the one teaching that study. Here the one who is teaching you is without an image. You, psyches, are also without an image. The Father says, I am teaching you, psyches, Shivatmas, souls. You also have to understand that the Father is teaching you. The Father only comes once and teaches you. It is Psyche, soul Shivatmas that study. It is Psyche that experience happiness and sorrow through bodies. When a Psyche leaves his body, no matter how much you beat the body, it is as though you are beating dust. The Father repeatedly explains to you, consider yourselves to be Psyche. Consider yourselves to be Psyche and remember the Father. Never knows that you imbibe everything number-wise. Some are such Budus that they do not understand anything. Knowledge is very easy. Even those who are blind, crippled, or lame can understand because everything is explained into Psyche Shivatmas. Psyches are not crippled or lame. It is the bodies that are like that. The Father sits here and explains to you so clearly. However, they have to the habit from the path of devotion of sitting with their idols, and so they do the same here. It is as though they are intoxicated. The Father says, do not close your eyes while seeing someone in front of you. Keep the Father in your intellect, for only then will your sins be absolved. This is so easy. Nevertheless, you say, Baba, I am unable to remember you. Oh, but you can remember till you die your physical father, from whom you receive a limitless inheritance, where this one is the unlimited Father of all psyches. You should have faith, only the one Father. None of the sages or holy men can tell you these things. This one is not God. He is now at the end of his many births. I enter the one who has taken the full 84 births. He was a village urchin. He then becomes beautiful from ugly. He was a complete village urchin then. When he became a little ordinary, Baba entered him because the furnace had to be created. Who would feed them all? So surely someone ordinary was needed. All of these matters have to be understood. The Father himself says, I enter this one at the end of his many births. He has become the most impure, and he is the one who will then also become the most pure. He has taken 84 births, and the same applies to you. There isn't just one, there are many. Only those who are going to become part of the sun and moon dynasties come here number-wise. The rest will not be able to stay here. They will come later, listen little knowledge, and they will come down later. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from Mother, Father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say the essence of Dharma, the first point. Make effort to keep permanently the decoration of knowledge that the Father puts on you. Do not spoil your decoration of knowledge in the dust of Maya. Study very well and earn an imperishable income. Second, while seeing this image, that is this body living in front of you, remember the Father without an image with your intellect. Do not develop the habit of sitting with your eyes closed. Do not ask the unlimited Father for anything. The blessing, the Vardhan is, may you be bodiless and not conscious of doing anything, but be a detached observer and make your physical organs act. Come into your body when you want and become bodiless when you want. When you have to act, take the support of your physical organs, but do not forget that it is I, the soul, that is taking support and making everything happen. Just as you get others to do something for you, you are separated from them in the same way. Be a detached observer and make your physical organs act, and you will become bodiless and not conscious of doing anything. While you do anything, practice being bodiless in between for even 1 or 2 minutes, and you will receive a lot of help in the final moments. Slogan: in order to become a world emperor, become one who gives Sakash to the world. In order to become a world emperor, become one who gives Sakash to the world. Om Shakti. Om Shanti.